Been a minute since I've done this. Like, when was my last video? Like 2 months ago? Okay, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been since like late March that I've posted. Not by choice. My life got busy and my life just kind of got dominated by just real life stuff. I wrapped my freelance gig at a previous employer. I landed another show that I'm starting here in about 6 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it is, June, the first Monday of June. So I'm very happy to be going back to work on a TV show, exciting TV show that I've been chasing for like a year. Having said all of that, this video, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. It's been a month. I did my 40th birthday portrait. I'm not happy with the results. I gained too much weight. I took amazing trips to Vegas for my birthday, my 40th. I took an amazing trip to Utah with my girlfriend. Spent Easter with my brother. Hit the dunes in St. George. Checked out Zion Park briefly. But we are taking a big family trip to St. George in July, where we're going to be there for a week. So I'm very excited to do the things that I wanted to do that we just didn't have time for on the first trip. So we're going to hit Zion, hit the dunes again, hit some lakes, sea dews on the lake, that kind of stuff. And I'm very excited about all that. So it's going to be a very, very big trip. We did a lot of traveling in like a 2-week period. And I managed to shoot the 40th birthday portrait. When I got back from Utah, it was a couple days past my birthday, but whatever. I'm going to share the results, but the results are not what I wanted or what I expected. I really wanted more out of my photos, but I haven't taken photos like that in a long time. Years ago, I would always kind of practice with that kind of photography, like studio strobe stuff. I hadn't done it in such a long time that it was hard for me to do it. And also, I was having a really hard time with photographing myself. I was very unhappy with my physical appearance. I've gained a lot of weight in the last like year and a half, like 20 to 30 pounds. So the last time I did a round of these kinds of photos, I was like 30 pounds lighter. So I kept seeing myself in that body, and then I'd see myself and I'm like, I just looked fat and uncomfortable and just like, and it really bothered me. So I was really struggling, and this is getting too personal, I guess. I don't know. I'm just talking about how the shoot went down. I shot some B-roll of me on my DJI action camera on top of my camera. I have some of that. So I'm here at my parents' house doing my 40th birthday portrait. And I've been troubleshooting it because I'm shooting on this black background and it's all damaged because it got water damage. So it has water damage, so it's not super smooth, which I think I can fix in post. If not, I have a curtain I could put up quickly. But I'm having issues because I'm trying to troubleshoot this whole thing. And originally, let me go over here. I was gonna shoot it on this green. I bought like this nice olive green backdrop, and I ended up not liking it at all. It did not look good. My skin tone did not look good in front of it. So I just decided to go with the classic black backdrop. And right now what I'm focusing on is trying to figure out how to shape the light and kind of give me more shadows and not be so flat, boring lighting. So I think this portrait is going to be just shot on a black backdrop, and that's it. I'm not going to do the white. I've always done the white. Maybe I'll do the white. I don't know. So right now, my current setup is this. This is my key light. I don't have that big of a modifier on it because I just don't have one right now. So this is what I'm rocking with. And that's my key light that's hitting that. God, that looks terrible. And then I have this light up here, which I highly recommend. These lights are tremendous. I want to get a bigger one at some point, and I have another one over there, but I turned that one off. Basically, I'm using this to just kind of create some kind of a light on the background. Not super bright. It's obviously not going to look like the photo here, but not super bright, but just to kind of give it like a little bit of pop of light. Here's Zoe. I don't know what she's doing. She's just chilling. But that's kind of my setup, and I'm shooting it on the R5 right here with the 50 millimeter right there. So that's kind of where we're at right now. My parents have this nice living room, so I have space in here. And then this light is an Aperture. It's not an Aperture, it's an Amaran, which I think is made by Aperture. It's currently at 100% because I wanted the most light out of that. I might drop it down. And then the other one, I think, is down to 15%. This one here, I think, is at 15%, 3,200. It's a little too warm, so I'll probably have to bring it down in post, or maybe I can change it. So I went with a white with the background, black background, white crew neck sweater. This is taking way longer than I thought it would, so I think I'm just gonna do one setup. If I have time or feel like doing another one tonight, I'll do it, but I'm just gonna go with the white because I'm going with black, so I wanna kind of pop off the background a little bit. I'm shooting tethered on my laptop right here because I was having all kinds of issues with the app, and my shirt's wrinkled, so I'm gonna have to do that later, but I'm really liking how these look. So we are going to start. I'm literally holding my laptop as I pose each way, so let's get going. Honestly, I've been sitting on this video and the photos for a few weeks now. I just need to get it out into the world so I can move on and just keep going. But the reality of it was, I turned 40. I took these photos. I didn't like the way I looked, but then I realized the whole point of this project that I really want to continue through my 40s, the whole point of the project is I'm photographing myself in an honest way. This is just what I look like at 40. At 41, hopefully I've dropped 50 pounds. I'm actively working towards trying to drop weight and all that stuff. So my goal is for next year to just feel better and look better about myself and my body and all that stuff. So I know it's weird to hear a guy talk about his body, but it's just like, it's the reality of it. Like, I'm uncomfortably, I'm at an uncomfortable weight, and I don't like the weight that I'm at. So I need to really focus on that. And it came through in the photos. So I only ended up with like a couple photos that I'm proud of. I did not use a retoucher. I retouched the photos on my own because I just didn't feel like it was even worth sending to a retoucher. Here are the final results. Those are the photos that I took of myself at 40. And to be honest with you, since I turned 40, this is like the reflection part of the video, and I'm going to make it brief. I haven't really given being 40 much thought. I turned 40 and it doesn't feel any different than 39 or 38. In my younger years, in my 20s, I always struggled around my birthday because I always felt like I wasn't doing enough with my life. So I would always have that, oh, well, I turn another year and I'm not doing anything. Since I've built the career that I have in the TV post-production world, I've worked on shows that I'm proud of, and I've done a lot of work that I'm proud of. And to be honest with you, the last few birthdays that I've had, I don't struggle with the idea of turning another year and feeling bad about it. I am at the place where I'm supposed to be in my life. Do I wish I was getting ahead more financially? Yes. And I was like on track to do that, but just the state of the industry and how much is changing has made that very, very difficult. The writer strikes, the actor strike, COVID shutdowns, and then just the industry just going through a seismic shift and a huge contraction kind of put a wrench in those plans. But I still feel like my life is progressing in a direction that I like and that I'm happy with. It's just a little bit more of a challenge to keep it consistent. Being 40 I don't feel any different than 39. I'm not scared of turning 40. I'm not scared of being in my 40s. I'm in a great relationship that comes with its challenges, but you work through it because you're an adult and you just work through the challenges. I'm excited for what this next decade looks like. My life is trending in a way that I am happy with. I live with my girlfriend. I'm starting a new show. I'm happy creatively with what I'm doing here on YouTube and where my photography is going. I'm happy with the fact that I get to work on another show that I think is going to be a good one. And yeah, I really have no complaints. And I think the biggest thing that I realized when I turned 40 was I was just grateful for everything. Grateful for my family, grateful for my relationship, grateful for the things that I have, going back to work. But in all, it's just, I think the theme of turning 40 was just grateful for everything. So on that note, not to get all sappy, I was getting a little emotional there at the end because I was just thinking about a lot of stuff. But it's just, because there is a lot going on in my life, and it does make you emotional at times, but I'm just grateful. you know, grateful for the life I get to live, grateful for the people that are in my life, and just grateful for the opportunities that I've had presented to me. Having said all that, have a great weekend. It's Friday, probably won't get posted on Friday. Hope you had a great weekend. Whatever. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.